Hello, my name is Joey Adams, and this video is going to be a look at how Christianity helped shape the founding of America. The question that we all need to start with when looking at the situation: were the people who actually founded America Christian? The answer to that question is yes, they were Christian. Then we have people such as John Winthrop. We can see him here as he talks about his ideas.
For we must consider that we shall be as a city upon a hill. The eyes of all people are upon us, so that if we shall deal falsely with our God in his work we have undertaken, and so cause him to withdraw his present help from us, we shall be made a story and a byword through the world. We shall open the mouths of enemies to speak evil of the ways of God and all professors for God's sake.
Those words of John Winthrop weren't just a passing phrase. They weren't just a motto. They were something that he really wanted his people to aspire to. And we can see clearly the Christian aspects of this. He said it outright. And we can see this in many more places across America. Well, what would be America? Then we have people like William Penn. William Penn needed more people to come into his area, what would be Pennsylvania. And so he did something that would shock many people at the time. He said, my area, we are open to people of all sects of Christianity. Remember, at this time, there were people fighting amongst themselves when it came to Christianity. But William Penn just opened the doors. And this is why many German immigrants came to Pennsylvania. The German immigrants who came were from a part of Germany known as the Rhineland. And this Rhineland was very tough on them because of how they expressed their Christianity. But thanks to William Penn, these people had a place to go. We also have to talk about the Pilgrim Separatists. They were very key in forming what we know as America today. And their struggle for religious freedom is one that took them from more than one country just to find America and say, hey, we're going to start something new here. These people were pushed out of England and forced to go to the Netherlands because of their faith. Oddly enough, the spark from that was the Church of England breaking away from the Catholic Church. They were looking for freedom themselves, but they pushed off other folks that didn't agree with them. And so that's how they came to get to America. The Pilgrims wrote the Mayflower Compact. This was the first governing document that they had. And it starts off by saying, in the name of God, amen. This shows just how close to their faith these people were and how they put it even in their writings. So you can't separate the two. However, there were places like Jamestown where more of the people came just for adventure and stuff of that nature. Their experiences shouldn't be written off, however. It's important to know about these people just as it is important to know about the people who are very strong in their faith. The first part of this video was to highlight the foundations of America. even before hints of becoming a country. The people here was Christians and trying to put forth Christian ideals. But then when we skip ahead a few years, we can see how the founding fathers used Christianity to help shape America. When it comes to our founding fathers, many times people want to say, oh no, they had no faith at all in this stuff. However, many of them were people of faith. When we look back at the writings of the founding fathers, we see that they cite the Bible more than any other text. So this shows you that these people were people of faith. And many times that's overlooked, but it shouldn't, because it guided so much of their actions. It guided how they shaped America. Now let's look at some of these founding fathers and their writings and how they used their faith when it came to said writing. For example, James Madison's Federalist Papers number 51. He spoke about the sinful nature of humans. And here's his quote. If men were angels, no government would be necessary. If angels were to govern men, neither external or internal controls of government would be necessary. So we see here that he is talking about his faith when it comes to the actions of men. And that just shows you how faith played a role in writings. Then we have George Mason in 1776 in his draft articles of the Virginia Declaration of State Rights. He wrote in detail about religion, even the omnipotent creator, and the divine rights people had when searching and exercising for their religion. This shows without a doubt how he was a man of faith. There are so many more of our founding fathers who were people of faith. But I understand I can't get this video to be 10 minutes long. And so I'll end it there. We see that the foundation of America from the early years, from the Pilgrims, from William Penn, focus on Christianity. Then we see our founding fathers. They also focus on Christianity. So Christianity, every step of the way of building America to what it is today, had aspects of Christianity built right into it. And so it is super important to remember that.